When I was in Ukraine, having a sense of where incoming rounds are they incoming or outgoing, trying to recognize different types of munition, always looking for cover, getting sprayed with gravel if something lands close to me. That's all part of the job. So for me as a photographer, I'm thinking many different things because I'm also a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, and I have children. A photojournalist is someone like myself who tells stories with photographs, also with pretty comprehensive reporting. When I was in Ukraine, I had gone to photograph a civilian evacuation route, and I thought that I would just be documenting civilians trying to flee for their lives. One round landed basically equidistant between myself and the mother and two children and church volunteer who were hit. In those moments, it's chaotic, it's traumatic. There was dust everywhere. We couldn't really see. I was trying to figure out if I was injured. There were still rounds coming in. We ran across and I came upon these 4 bodies. For me, it was really about documenting the moment, knowing it was a very important moment to document. My instinct is to photograph because that's my purpose there. And I think it helps me deal with trauma. I had just narrowly escaped death myself on that Sunday morning. I can't just sit here because I would fall apart. I have been doing this for 2 decades now. Before I had children, I went on assignment all the time. I was basically going from war to war to war. I've been through a lot and I've been under fire countless number of times. I have been kidnapped twice. I didn't actually think I would ever end up with a family and with a loving husband and a job that I loved. It just was something that I assumed I would have to sacrifice. I was kidnapped in Libya, and then when I came out, my husband had been sort of begging for us to start a family, and I thought, okay, now's the right time. And I got pregnant very quickly. I'm compartmentalizing all the time. I think it helps me so much stay focused on my work when I'm in the field. It helps me stay focused on my family when I'm home. My kids are probably too young to really understand what I do. My 10-year-old, he obviously knows I cover war. His school friends are like, hey, your mom's been kidnapped. But I don't think he really understands what that means. But I think his own protective mechanism is to not really ask too many questions. My almost 3-year-old is, he has no idea what I do. My husband knows I'll check in when I can. I feel the more I FaceTime with them when I'm away, the more confusing it is for my younger son. And I think it's distracting almost for them because I'm not physically there. And then my parents and my sisters, they've been on the receiving ends of calls saying, your daughter has disappeared. We don't know if she survived. She was in a car accident. And I think they keep thinking that as I get older, I'll stop covering more. But I feel like as I get older, there are certain stories that I feel obliged to cover. I feel like it's what I need to be doing. I believe in the fundamental importance of photojournalism and documenting things and having people on the ground like myself. No matter how many years I cover war, it never ceases to shock me what people are capable of. How can you kill innocent children? How can you kill pregnant mothers? How can you kill babies? We are there to bear witness, to document if there are mistruths being told, if there are leaders that are not being honest about what's happening on the ground. It is a history, a document that provides information and education and proof of what's happening.